All right, today we are going to be looking through our resources, magazines, newspapers, whatever, and we're looking for color. We're just looking for color in these pictures. We've got some blues, some blacks, some grays here. And I am just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut some shapes out where I'm just getting the little bits of color. Again, I'm just going to start by looking. There's more blue over here, so I'm going to start by just cutting out some of the areas that I want to keep. Again, you can use all different types of materials. You might even have some colored paper. We also talked in class about how to make some of your own colored paper. You can just use a colored pencil or a marker and color some paper and then cut those pieces out as well. I'm really trying to find a variety of shapes and shades of blue here. While I have this here though, I think I'm looking at some of these other colors and there's some good colors here. So while you're working, you might want to just kind of cut out some of these other areas where you see some interesting colors. I like this solid black and I like this gray sidewalk. I might find ways to incorporate those somehow, maybe down the road. That kind of looks like a boat. Anyway, we're going to focus on the blue for now. Again, you can maybe make different piles for different colors, have these things ready to go for a variety of different projects. I also want some other blues, so I had this piece I cut out earlier, but I really liked this really beautiful ocean blue here in the background, so I'm going to cut that little piece out too to have some extra blue. Again, they're all different shapes, they're all different sizes. I think a lot of variety makes for an interesting background. I'll finish cutting out some more light blue from the sky from this picture. Again, the idea here is that you're looking around your house, asking for permission to cut up magazines or to cut up old newspapers, and just find these colors. Make some fun shapes. Once you've cut up a variety of colors and a variety of shapes, you're pretty much ready to go. Now I've already cut out some shapes, so next we're going to talk about how we're going to make our background. So some of you already have boxes, some of you have cardboard. I'm just going to show you a quick way to kind of get some panels going. Use what you got. This is just one way of kind of doing this project. You guys have proved in class that you're very creative and you have come up with some solutions to your own problems, which is great. I'm just kind of gonna do this with some smaller pieces because I'm kind of running out of cardboard, but you can make yours any size, use any materials that you have. And again, I'm thinking of a back wall and two side walls for my little diorama. So keep those three shapes in mind, a back and some sides. Just kind of measuring my pieces. I want them to be the same. And another thing to mention is I'm kind of going through this process because during our brainstorming session, a lot of you mentioned you wanted to work on cardboard construction. So this is one way of kind of constructing my own diorama, a customized diorama, using simple construction ideas with cardboard. Now I want to get these two panels on the side, so I'm actually just going to tape these on. I'm not worried about gluing them. I don't need to use hot glue or anything. I think they can hold up pretty well just by taping them together. Again, this is going to be the back and the two sides for the diorama that I construct here. And I'm cutting these out first just so I have the size already set. Our little demo in class, I could have easily cut that background shape to fit whatever box I have or whatever box I'm going to create. So it's okay to make things first and then cut them down. All right, I'm ready to collage. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of group my colors together. So I'm going to take my dark ones and put them in a pile. Just kind of get organized a little bit here. There's really no perfect way to do this, or right way or wrong way. It's just a matter of gluing things down. So I'm going to speed things up here so you can kind of see what the end looks like, the end piece. And again, you guys can use combinations of collage. You can paint. Some people have already started and they've done combinations of different things. They've added background or foreground material like some trees. They've done the same technique where they've collaged their work together. And again, this is just a technique. It doesn't have to be exactly what you do. Something fun to go and explore and find these colors, to just kind of put them together and see what you have. This technique can be used for all different types of projects. And once you kind of get it all filled up here, then I'll show you what it looks like with the back wall and the two sides. And there we are. There is my skyline.